Maybe he got a little too cozy with some of these birds.
Only explanation I have in where a Fiat Uno could keep up with a Mercedes S280, okay?
It's not that I wouldn't fight Mothman. I would beat the shit out of him.
We're seasoned.
So wait, you mean to tell me they have a festival commemorating the day a man got his shit rocked by an extraterrestrial carrot?
My neighbors across the street, they are not real.
But a pyramid is the most boring shape.
Part Sasquatch, part trickster midget. What's going on, guys? Thank you for joining us in the Conspiracy Kitchen, where we uncover the secret ingredients behind life's daily mysteries. I'm your head chef, Joe, and as always, I'm accompanied by my sous chef, Josh, the Cryptid Killer.
Howdy.
And I think today, or tonight, episode 49, almost there, almost to 50, we're going to kind of dive in, sift through, figure out some things about the Bermuda Triangle. I've always been interested, since a kid, I've always heard about, the Bermuda Triangle, swallowing ships or making aircraft disappear, and I was, strangely afraid of it as a kid, even though I was never in it, never going to it, you know what I mean? But I always heard about it, oh, no, I never want to go near there. People just die. Why? What's the, ever spook you? You ever heard anything as a kid? You heard about the Bermuda Triangle, and you're like, what the fuck's going on?
I remember the very first thing I ever heard about the Bermuda Triangle I learned from Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh, really?
Did you ever see that show? They're on the cruise ship and they go through the Bermuda Triangle and everything just goes batshit crazy.
I've heard of the show. I don't remember. I don't think I ever really watched the show.
Oh, you're missing out, dude.
I don't think so.
Well, all right. Well, just trying to turn you on to something new. I'll go fuck myself.
Yeah, that was Cartoon Network.
That was Nickelodeon.
It was Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was other better shows on Nickelodeon than that.
All right. Well.
Well, anyway, yeah. So the Bermuda Triangle, also known as the Devil's Triangle to some people for some reason, I guess because it kills people. It's 3 points between, if you don't know the Bermuda Triangle, if you're from somewhere in Europe, and I guess they probably still know about it over there, but it's 3 points between Bermuda, Miami, Florida, and San Juan, Puerto Rico. It counts about, I'd say about 1 million square miles. I don't know what that is in kilometers, so I'm not going to give it to you. The U.S. Coast Guard now claims nothing's unusual about it. They continue to hold that. I know a lot of people I've talked to online that don't like conspiracy say there's nothing different about it. You guys are morons for thinking about this. But something else I think is really going on. There might be something going on down there. You have about 50 ships that have, disappeared over time, 20 aircraft, and well more than 1,000 lives lost in this area. So, I mean, for people to say, oh, nothing unusual is going on, it's the same as any other well-traveled region, busy ocean region for travel. Yeah, I guess if you go by just incidents, it's about the same proportionally to any other traveled spot. But if we dig into this, I've dug into this a little deeper, and we go into kind of a look at incidences that are complete, no trace, no distress call, vanishes, where you can't find the wreckage afterwards or anything like that. It is noticeably higher in the Bermuda Triangle. Like I said before, the Bermuda Triangle is about 1 million square miles. So I looked at that and I compared it to just the entire North Atlantic shipping lanes outside the triangle, which is much, several times larger. There's about 4 in the North Atlantic shipping lanes, 4 total incidences of vanishing without a trace, which comes out to just under 0.8 per decade. If we look at the Bermuda Triangle, we have 14 confirmed vanish without a trace, no wreckage, no distress call incidences, which comes out to about 1.8 per decade. Much higher. You look at the Gulf of Mexico, none. Maybe there might be one, but the documentation is pretty vague and stuff. It might actually not be true. And we look at the Pacific routes. Hawaii, U.S. West Coast, Japan, all of them. 2 total. 2 there, none in the Gulf of Mexico. We'll give it 1. We'll say 1. So 2, 3, and then 7. So outside the Bermuda Triangle, all the other shipping lanes off the U.S. Coast have half as many as this small square of 1,000,000 square miles of total vanishing, zero evidence, no trace, no wreckage found.
It's too much. And then people will fight you and say nothing's going on there.
So there's people that are, I think, too, like the flat earthers, too much, where they have to be different. And then there's other people that are just so like, no, so quick, right? Nothing's going on. You're an idiot. That everything, or no, I should say nothing, can be, a conspiracy or some kind of supernatural activity or anything weird. It's nope. Don't look at it. Shut up. But for me, I mean, I got an open mind, right? Yeah. I think you have an open mind, Josh.
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part, except for when it comes to flat Earth. Well. And then I look back at this, and I look through these numbers, and I see that, if you go by all the other shipping lanes of the United States, and then you take this little small triangle of 1,000,000 square miles, and you're having over double the amount of incidences of vanishes without a trace in a small area, to me, something else is going on.
It has to be. You don't find anything. It's gone.
It's gone forever.
And there's certain incidences where they found some stuff, but there's more instances where they found fuck all.
Yes. You didn't find anything. And so the Coast Guard, this guy Larry Couchet, he's a big a skeptic of the Bermuda Triangle. He always talks shit. So he explains that the reason he comes in, maybe the raw count of zero evidence disappears higher than normal, but he says it's because very deep water, extremely strong Gulf Stream currents, which would be also for the Gulf of Mexico or America, whichever you want to call it. Sudden violent local weather that gives crews no time to send a mayday. Come on. And older aircraft and ships without modern CVRs or satellite tracking. I just look at this and I'm like, maybe those explanations are plausible, right? Plausible. But do they really or fully erase the statistical oddity of the triangle really having that many more just vanished, nothing ever found cases than anywhere else of comparable size or even much bigger size anywhere on the planet?
Well, it's just, I hate his argument. It's like, well, it's really deep water. Yeah, it's the ocean, Larry. What the fuck do you think it is? It's not going to be shallow. You're at the middle of the goddamn ocean. It's going to be deep as shit, Larry. God damn it. I hate Larry.
You already hate him. You don't even know him, right? It's just
Larry
a random
sucks.
guy, random Coast Guard guy, and he's talking shit about this. And, I mean, there's several. I mean, you have 9, right? Big ones. Flight 19, PBM Mariner rescue plane, which was for Flight 19. You got the Star Tiger, the Star Ariel, the DC-3, the Globe Master. Oh, look at that. It's the Globe Master. See that propaganda they're throwing in right there on top of it?
It's not the Flat Earth Master, fuckers.
The Connemara 4. It's a yacht. Revenant, it's a yacht. Witchcraft, a cabin cruiser. Those are 9. And then we have a handful of small planes and stuff that make up of the 14 to 15 that have gone without a trace in 80 years.
80 years. That's
over 80 years.
That's a lot less time than it sounds for people to fucking go missing in the same spot.
Yeah. It's significantly more without a trace in the entire rest of the shipping lanes and flying lanes anywhere else. But there's something going on, Josh.
No, it's just really deep water. That's all it is. It's just deeper than usual, so that's the problem. That's why the ships sink, because it's over deep water. Can't handle it. Stupid ass.
I mean, come on. How much bad luck, really, I guess, could you have in one small area before you're like, something isn't right? Something's not right.
Do you know how extremely unperfect the conditions have to be for all of this catastrophe to happen in the same spot?
No, Josh, nothing to see here.
No,
nothing at all.
It's all by chance. Sorry.
And I kind of wanted to get in. I was going to bring up two cases, just to kind of go over and see, like, you know, two incidences that happened in this area that show that they just vanished without a trace, and what could possibly be the reason besides, you know, fuckery or something else. So you got the one I wanted to talk about was USS Cyclops. This being one of the this is the largest loss of life in a non-combat situation in U.S. Navy history. So this ship was the largest coal ship in the Navy. 542 feet long, 19,000 tons. That day, it happened in February 16th. It set sail, 1918. Carried 306 people, 236 crew members, 70 passengers. So what was supposed to happen was you're supposed to leave Rio de Janeiro on February 16th, 1918, with 10,800 tons of manganese ore, which they used to make steel. It was supposed to stop in Barbados to refuel and take on more water between March 3rd and 4th, and then set sail north to Baltimore to arrive around March 13th. March 3rd, it did arrive in Barbados. The captain claimed the ship was overloaded. Waterline was about 2 or 3 feet under water. You know, they're supposed to be right at the waterline. So that's probably it was probably about 2,000 tons over. But they did clear it to leave the port, so I guess they didn't think anything was wrong with that. So March 4th, in 900 hours, they sent normal radio position reports. And then, you know, we never heard from them again. No debris, no SOS, nothing. Now, if we, you know, we got Captain George Worley was the captain of the ship. I don't know if you looked into him very much. He was nicknamed the Mad Hatter by his crew. And the reason why he was nicknamed the Mad Hatter was he wore a derby hat and pajamas when he was on the bridge and carried a walking stick. And then he would carry a revolver around and threaten to shoot anyone that would question him for acting like a complete fool.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, so he would shoot somebody for acting like a fool?
No, he would shoot. So basically he carried a revolver around on the deck, or on the if he came down, and would threaten to shoot anyone who questioned him for acting this way, for wearing his pajamas, or carrying his walking stick, or wearing his derby hat. So he questioned anyone who was questioned, you know, would threaten to shoot anyone who questioned him for acting like a complete fool. You know what I mean?
So people see this horse's ass get on this ship. So I'm the captain. He's in pajamas. He's got a cane and a hat, and everyone's like okay with it. I would not get on the ship. You're fucking mind? No, we're gonna sink
on the ship, dude. Now, I mean, I have some theories besides the Bermuda Triangle on this guy, and I didn't want to keep any. I want to keep theories on these types of things that don't have to do with the Bermuda Triangle to like different episodes. But he is German-born, and he came over and joined the Navy. Now, what's also funny is that the U.S. Navy official report, as of 2025, on this ship, just states, this is all they have: lost to the perils of sea from overload and bad weather. Case closed. That's it. Let's not look into this. Let's not look into it. Don't go find it. Fuck you. That's all there is. But again, yes, as it came across, left Barbados, and was heading north to Baltimore, it crosses through this region known as the Bermuda Triangle. And I was doing a little, you know, so at 900 hours on March 4th, sent normal radio position reports. I can't get those reports I was looking for them, but just kind of tracking average time here and speed. It probably was somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle area, probably over halfway through it actually, before we got no radio transmissions from it. Now, the largest coal ship in the Navy's fleet. If something happened to this thing, wouldn't there be a debris field like washed up all over the fucking East Coast?
Yes. It'd be fucking everywhere.
So why nothing wash ashore from this thing?
Well, bad weather. It was overloaded and it sunk. Mad Hatter. No, there's something going on there. And it's very easy for people to say, no, you're full of shit, it's just bad weather. Water's deep. The ocean is a very big rug in which to sweep things under. Because you can't, if someone's trying to hide something you're not going to find it. The ocean's more of a mystery than space is at this point.
It's true. Could be, yeah. But there's currents, Josh. Currents. So doesn't shit get washed ashore?
Yes. Every single day. Every day shit washes ashore.
So you're telling me this thing, sunk. Allegedly sunk over 100 years ago. And not any of it washed ashore?
No. It's just nonsense. When ships go down, it's not like in Titanic where you just see it gradually sink. Shit goes everywhere. Ships do not gracefully just sink. They fucking break apart. Debris everywhere. I mean, shit's gonna wash up.
Especially if we talk about how they talk about maybe structural failure from being overloaded. I feel like, you're getting something would be washed up. Where'd all this ore come from? You know what I mean? What the fuck?
Oh, look at this ore. Our cup runneth over. No, someone's dead.
And all those people are missing. Don't bodies float? I don't know.
Well.
So 302, not one of them washed ashore? No one saw anything on this?
No one floated away on a door?
To me, I don't know. No, so I don't give a fuck. Dude, you start going down, it's not instantaneously. You have time to send at least some kind of SOS.
Yeah, shit. What? Titanic is what, 2.5 hours of a movie? They had all that time. Get off the ship. Debunked.
There's lifeboats. You're telling me everyone, as soon as the ship broke apart, everyone instantly died? You know what I mean? Everyone instantly died. The ship went instantly down, not even a second. Just under the water. Couldn't send out an SOS to anyone. I mean, it is, the 1918. But, I mean, the Titanic sent out SOS, right? And it was early in the morning, 9 in the morning, 0900, that this thing... So, I mean, people are awake. You're going north. You're telling me no one would pick up a distress signal from this thing?
No, but I also like to think that the captain was just so batshit crazy that everyone's panicking. He's like, fuck you, I sank all the lifeboats. Ha ha ha.
Just the Mad Hatter in his fucking pajamas.
Just running around shooting people.
You told me his set of pajamas didn't wash up on the coast somewhere down there? Carolinas?
Yeah. Pajamas float.
Yeah, come on. Dude, I don't know. And they're just so vague. The vague Navy description for it makes me feel like someone knows something. I feel like they know something more than what they're letting on.
They have to. Their whole business is the ocean. If they don't know anything, they're not doing their jobs very well. Sorry.
Now, I must say, like, when I flew back from Jamaica, I flew through the Bermuda Triangle, right? Especially because the way down, I flew over the States. So on the way down, I had internet all the way. The way back, when, the person we went down there for his wedding, Jim, his plane left first, and he flew that, and our plane had to fly out to the ocean the whole time, so I didn't have any internet the whole time, which sucked. But I flew through the Bermuda Triangle that way. You flew through the Bermuda Triangle every time you go to Jamaica, I'm assuming. Nothing happens to us.
Yeah, but we had a great flight. I had a whole row to myself. I watched Dungeons and Dragons, and I passed out. Woke up in Jamaica.
So we just debunked the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, it's just deep.
Or we're just better. It's just better because it could have been a glitch in the simulation, but I can get in a little bit. But I want to talk about Flight 19 as well.
Yes.
1945, because this one is big, and this one I think we're going to do a full episode on with other types of theories, like I mentioned before, besides the Bermuda Triangle, because there could be all kinds of cover-ups going on by the Navy in this one, especially with their fucking throwing people under the bus in their Navy report. I don't know if you read the Navy official report for what happened with these planes.
Wasn't it like they said it was an explosion?
No, for the actual 5 bombers that went down.
Oh, for them, yeah.
But so yeah, 1945. You got December 5th, 1945 was Flight 19. It was 5 U.S. Navy TBM Avenger torpedo bombers. They vanished during training exercises. So what was supposed to happen? They were supposed to take off from Fort Lauderdale at 2:10 p.m. Fly east for 123 miles to Hens and Chickens Shoals, and basically have a simulated bombing run in that area. Then continue east for another 73 miles out over the Atlantic. Turn north, run north for 120 miles, and then turn southwest back to the base, totaling about 350 miles total. Well, that didn't really happen, did it? So we got... they took off as scheduled, without a problem. About 1540, the flight turns north as planned, just like they said, after they did their practice bombing run out there in the shoals. About 1600, Lieutenant Taylor says, both compasses have failed. I don't know where we are. I think we got lost after the last turn. Now, how the fuck are both your compasses fails? And then there's 5 bombers in this run. And every bomber has 2 compasses. So you're telling me both his compasses failed and everyone else's compasses failed? Or is he just... what the fuck's going on here? You know what I mean? That doesn't make any... To me, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
About 1625, Taylor comes back and says, we can't see land. Everything looks wrong. The ocean doesn't look as it should. Odd, right? An odd thing to say. Especially these guys. He was a World War II bomber, pilot. They have plenty of experience. Tens of thousands of hours of flying these planes. Just to give you another, tidbit of what's going on here. At 1630, another pilot, C.C. Powers, radios in and says, we can't tell which way is west. Everything is wrong. This is strange. What's going on there, Josh?
How would they know? All right, unless they saw something insane, how would they know something strange is happening? The ocean all looks the same.
Yeah, he literally said, we can't tell which way is west. Everything is wrong. Strange.
Yeah, they're seeing some
shit. This is at 4:30.
shit.
Now, I'll tell you one thing, dude. It's kind of 16:30. So it's 4:30, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you not see the sun? Wouldn't the sun be setting to your west? Right? It should be pretty obvious, especially like 4:30 in December. The sun's setting around that time, 5 o'clock. It's pretty low. You're telling me you can't see the sun?
Isn't that like one of the first things they teach you in the military?
That's what I thought. Like, this should be something like, if you have tens of thousands of hours of flying time, or maybe not that many hours, but thousands of hours of flying time, shouldn't you notice where the fucking sun is to know which way you're going? That's just me. I don't know. It just seems odd because we got Taylor saying the ocean doesn't look right. What do you mean it doesn't look right? And this guy's saying he doesn't know which way west is. Everything looks strange.
Well, hold on. Let's not give them the benefit of the doubt, because Lieutenant Taylor had 2,500 hours of flying.
I'm retarded. Isn't 1630? Yeah, it's 4 o'clock, right? 4:30. Yes. Oh, what am I doing? Yes, continue. Yeah,
16:30.
it's 16:30. 1600 hours is 4 o'clock. Yeah, continue.
It's 4:30. No, he had
At a brain
God,
fart.
military time is stupid. I'll be the first to say it. No, Taylor had 2,500 hours of flying, like experience, and then the
Yeah, that's
trainees
not-
had 300 total, and
Yeah,
60
so, okay.
hours flying the Avengers. So like they knew their shit.
Yeah, they had tens of thousands of miles, I think, under their belt flying.
And when you, I don't know why I know this, but when you become a pilot, one of your final like tests, you have to fly without instruments for a certain like a short period of time to like, be able to handle that shit. But they're well seasoned in what they do, and they're already freaking out. Something's not right.
It doesn't seem right to me. That's just you. Yeah, exactly. You've only been in the air for, I don't know, fucking maybe 2 hours. So, like, when you're, yeah, they've only been in the air for like 2 hours. So, like, they're freaking out already. And it's only been 2 hours. Like, relax, right?
Chill the fuck out.
Unless something's fucking happening, relax. It doesn't make any sense. So at 4:45, Taylor hands command over to 2 Marine captains. They tell him they believe they're over the Keys, the Florida Keys, and should fly west. Go back towards Florida, I guess. Taylor then refuses for some reason, believing they are over the Gulf of Mexico or America, and tells them to fly east instead of west to make sure they don't fly further into the Gulf of Mexico. Odd. Very odd. So they 2 different ones. I don't fucking know. I'm assuming these other 2 Marine captains are also flying these, and flying one of the other Avengers. 17:15 or 5:15, Taylor says we are heading 30 degrees, which would be like north-northwest, or north-northeast. Now, the thing is, how is he telling them they're flying 30 degrees if his fucking compass stopped working?
Yeah.
Or both failed. So they not failed? How is he telling them what fucking way he's flying now?
He's
So they're going to
guesstimating.
fly. He's guesstimating. He could be, I guess. We're heading 30 degrees for 45 minutes, and we'll fly north to make sure not over the Gulf of Mexico anymore. Do you know where you are? Like, because, you don't know where you are. You do know where you are. What the fuck? At about 18:20, Taylor is heard on the radio saying, when the first man gets down to about 10 gallons, we will all land in the water together. And at 19:04, all communications lost with land and never heard from again. That's the last time anyone ever heard of them or seen them. Any part of the planes, nothing's ever come up. They all vanished. So these bombers, these Avengers, are made to run like 6 hours on fuel. So they probably reach about 2,000 hours before they ran out of fuel. So they still had maybe an hour left when all communication was lost. But they did say when we get to 10 gallons. But I'm still sure that's like right before you run out of fuel. You probably go through 10 gallons pretty quick on these things.
Yeah.
So they're like, send a rescue plane out. So a rescue plane, a PBM-5 Mariner, was dispatched from the Banana River. It took off at 19:27 with a crew of about 13 people. It radioed in a routine message for location at 19:50, and then it vanished after that without a trace. No one ever heard of them. The rescue plane.
Which this rescue plane, this whole thing kind of annoys me because it said that people claim to have seen an explosion in the sky after the rescue plane went out. Great. You didn't think to go maybe check on that?
Yeah, I read some that they heard an explosion. Yeah, go check where you saw the and you're telling me that, we saw an explosion here. So someone like, oh yeah, let's go check that area. You should have found a wreckage.
You should have seen smoke. You should have seen bodies. But you decided not to go check it out because your friends who you were just having coffee with in the morning just died in an explosion. But fuck them, I guess.
Yeah, we noticed an explosion, but we didn't do anything. You're just telling me now What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
It's like we saw a fireball in the sky, but we thought nothing of it. We didn't want to bother you with it. Stupid.
Yeah. And another thing that's funny, and like I can get into the official investigation, like I said before, we can get into a complete other episode, non-Bermuda Triangle related, of cover-ups going on here. But so the official Navy investigation came up with this: that they said Taylor's compasses were working, but he refused to trust them. Which this is what they wrote down in their investigation. He just didn't trust his compasses, apparently. Apparently, he had a history of getting lost. He was lost in 1942 and 1944. They have on his record while flying. Doesn't know where the fuck he is. And this is really what chaps me up when they put this in their freaking investigation thing too. Allegedly, the day of the flight, training flight, he arrived late and hung over.
Huh.
Right? He asked to be replaced on the flight, to be replaced as the lead for the flight. And he was denied. Now, if this is true, and the Navy said, no, fuck you, why the fuck would you make him fly and put people's lives at risk? If you know he's fucked up, you should have pulled his ass, put someone else in, and then reprimand. Not just, oh, this is going to be your reprimand. We're going to make you do it anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because this is 1945. This is back when people were, like, smoking on planes. Like, they didn't care back then. Like, oh, you smell like whiskey. You had some night, you dog. Well, get out there. They didn't care. But my question is, if he has a history of getting lost, right?
Apparently.
Why, then, would you put him in charge of training all of these pilots? Wouldn't there be a better candidate? Maybe someone, I don't know, who doesn't fucking get lost like an asshole?
That's what I'm saying.
And also,
I think the Navy made up this bullshit, dude. But yeah, go ahead.
They did, because also they're like, oh, he didn't trust his equipment was working, but he didn't trust it. How the fuck would you know?
How would they know?
They lost
They didn't
all
find the plane.
communication.
They never found the compasses to test them. Oh no, they do work.
Huh. Doing just fine. No. Didn't find them, did you? Because you're fucking gone.
So then after that, they wrote down in the report that multiple pilots said they recognized the Florida Keys below, but Taylor overruled them. And I think that's bullshit too, because remember, C.C. Powers also said, strange, nothing looks right. Nothing looks right. We can't find the sun. We don't know where the fuck west is. We don't know anything. Right? So it wasn't just Taylor. Another pilot did radio in and say, listen, like, something's fucking wrong here. And the other thing, I'm telling you right now, if this motherfucker is ahead of me and he's like, no, we're not going, that's not the Florida Keys, fuck you, we're flying farther into the Atlantic Ocean to just die, I'm not going to listen to him. No. I'm going to turn my plane. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Fuck you. Reprimand me when I land. I'm not going out there to die. So if these guys really said, oh no, those are knew they were the Florida Keys, and first of all, how would they know the guys were dead? Everyone disappeared. But if I'm flying my plane and this guy seems like he's fucking lost, right? If I'm flying my bomber and he's like, no, don't go that way. Just go into this fucking, just keep going out to sea so we can run out of fuel and die. I'm not doing it. Doing it.
And the fact that there's so much hearsay of shit that they would have no proof of, like, oh, well, he said this and they decided to do this. All right, well, you weren't there, so you're making up shit to cover your ass because something else happened.
Something else 100% happened. Yeah, and this whole report just screams that they just wanted to write something up. They probably knew something else happened. Maybe they even know what exactly happened. Mm-hmm. But this is all cover up, and I'm telling you right now, it's bullshit. And they also stated that he kept the flight low. They kept the planes low at about 2,000 feet instead of climbing up over the storm and clouds that were going on to try to locate the sun. And again, like I said before, this is December. All right, so about 4:30 to 5 o'clock in December, the sun is low in the sky. You know, so you wouldn't necessarily climb to find it, or you could, but it should have been visible. I'm telling you, it should have been visible. You should have known when the fuck the sun was when it's setting. You You know what I mean? You just, oh, there's west. It's fucking setting right over there. So again, I think this is all bullshit. And did they know how high they were flying? Maybe.
Well,
I don't think so.
Their instruments didn't work.
So, yeah, I don't think they knew any of this information, the Navy. I think this is all cover up for something bigger. And in 1991, a salvage team found 5 Avengers on the seabed off the coast of Fort Lauderdale. So the Navy goes, quarantines the area, and says, nope, those numbers, they don't match. This is from a different incident. This is from a different incident with 5 Avengers also crashed. So don't worry about it. This isn't it. Don't worry about it. Case closed. It's Flight 19 is still missing. And it was because Taylor's a drunk idiot who doesn't know how to, navigate.
Yeah, I just... The fact that he gets lost and is drunk and they made note of this. It's like, hey, do you want to teach a class for us, buddy?
He shows up hungover, request, yo, bro, can you put someone else in? No. We're still putting all these people's lives in your hands just to be a dick.
Yeah. Drink a pot of coffee. You're up in 2 minutes. Oh.
Come on.
That would be like putting me in charge of the flight. You know how bad of an idea that would be? Just hungover and angry.
Could you get the bomber off the ground?
No. Crash it into a bus. I don't know. I don't know how to fly a plane. Oh.
Yeah, so those are like the 2 big ones that I was kind of looking into that have, disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle without a trace, with nothing else going on. And then there's weird Navy cover-ups because they both happen to be Navy and military operations, right? So I think the Navy and the Coast Guard, fucking Larry, know more than they're, putting on, like showing us. And then they're going to make up this nonsense to just cover up the fact that something was happening in the Bermuda Triangle.
I don't like Larry. I don't know. I don't like him. He's an idiot.
Exactly.
But all of those disappearances, especially Flight 19, it kicked off a lot of theories that people have had. Aliens, of course, is a big one.
Yeah.
Because, Navy have reported UFOs in the water. I'm sorry, USOs, unidentified submerged objects.
Yeah.
But they, it's the ocean, like I said before, we've barely discovered anything in there. Like, we haven't even scratched the surface, so to speak. And shit's very easy to hide. I'll say that.
Exactly. And the other thing, when you mentioned aliens in the Bermuda Triangle, if we go back to the Rendlesham UFO incident.
Oh.
Remember, later on, that guy, I forgot his name now, who had the coordinates ingrained into his brain by touching the UFO. Those coordinates were this exact area, basically in the area where he said maybe, and we kind of talked about it, maybe this is the underground alien base in this area. Because you have the stream, the Gulf Stream, and everything else. It's really a good cover-up and blocks a lot of this sonar from shooting down. Because that's exactly where remember that coordinates is where the drop-off is, and it gets real deep. Like Larry said. It's very deep. So just things just go missing. So could there be some kind of alien activity in this area that just wants to kind of check out some of our equipment and steal it to see how, our technological progress has been?
Yeah, I'm just saying, if they could build a ship that can withstand interstellar travel, they could go to the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe. Maybe they can. I mean, there's a lot more pressure down there than space travel.
Yeah.
It's the opposite in space. No pressure.
All right, well, it's just deep then. I don't know.
It's just deep. But yeah, I was saying that it could be the alien port, like an alien thing, like we mentioned with the Rendlesham, and a lot of the stuff point to the Bermuda Triangle too. Could they be, just capturing U.S. tech or any tech that flies through there to check on how far we're coming along? And, do the people die? Do they get, preserved but can't go anywhere? Oh yeah, you're stuck with us, like witness protection type thing. No one, your family's gone, everyone else gone, but we'll let you live, but we want your ship. Could be.
Well, there is a big theory that the government is working with aliens, and they have a base in the Bermuda Triangle to test out technology and submarines and shit like that. So
the other thing is, I don't think we haven't had disappear without a trace events in the Bermuda Triangle recently, right? They kind of slowed down, if you will.
Yeah.
So, like, just out of the top of my head, like a fringe theory here.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I like to think perhaps we're in a simulation, right? We've had episodes about that. Is a possibility that we're in a simulation? From other types of not kind of really just strange happenings, right? That could point, oh yeah, maybe we're in a simulation. So that being said, however long this has been going on, could the Bermuda Triangle in the past have been some kind of glitch in the map, like some of the other games you have, and it now is patched by our Evans B, our game master, where it no longer glitches out and you go into the map.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Glitch.
It's patched now.
Yeah, glitch through the map and land in the back rooms. Yeah.
So now it's patched. It no longer lets you fall through the map, and you're good to go. That's why there's no more incidences there. And then the NPCs were trained to say nothing ever happened there, just to not let us, players, onto the fact that there was a problem there and things were disappearing.
Smooth sailing.
Smooth sailing now. Exactly.
I like to think there's a time vortex.
Or it could be a time vortex.
Yeah, because there was, 1970, the pilot Bruce Gernon and his father were flying, and they were going through the Bermuda Triangle, and they came across a cloud that they say grew, morphing into a tunnel, and they flew through it, and when they came out, he was hundreds of miles off course, and it's he couldn't have traveled that distance that fast.
Or he was drunk.
Well, or that.
So he traveled through it and he was just teleported?
Yeah.
But he was fine when he landed.
Yeah. Like a black hole. You don't know where you're coming out.
Well, maybe. I mean, how come he didn't disappear?
Good point.
Is he bullshitting?
Maybe he was flying higher up.
Oh, he wasn't like a scumbag Taylor flying at 2,000 feet.
Yeah, drunk Taylor.
It's pretty low.
That is very low.
Yeah, 2,000 feet's pretty low. Because a standard plane now cruising altitude's 30,000 feet.
Yes.
Yeah, so 15 times higher. Yeah, he was just flying higher and he just got moved around instead of absolutely demolished in the glitch of the map.
Yeah, would it be possible for a mini black hole?
No.
No?
No. That destroys all laws of physics. Unless, again, we're in some kind of simulation and there's, just make this thing work. But, yeah, black hole is just, if the gravity's so strong that light can't escape, I'm pretty sure it would fuck everything up.
What about, because there's spontaneous combustion, could there be a spontaneous black hole that lasts for minutes at a time?
I don't think so.
I'm inventing new terms, folks.
I don't know. I don't think this is a possibility because again, like I said, a black hole is the gravity so strong light can't leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could it be? I don't know.
Or, here's a theory. Going back to our Devil's Pass episode, In the movie, they had the technology to teleport the ships. What if that's what's happening? They're teleporting the ships.
Like that in Philadelphia, that ship that was teleported.
Yeah, and then
When the people are like half in the freaking walls.
Yeah, arms hanging out at the bulkhead. Yeah, fucking
They
hell.
teleported and shit. Yeah, so maybe because this all was happening around what the Germans' rise. A lot of the incidences were from the late 1800s to like the 1940s and 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Was like the big stuff. Well, I'm as if Germany did have some kind of technology to, well, maybe not, or could teleport stuff, and they were just capturing our shit without telling us.
Be some spooky shit.
Because I mean, the Germans, in our Nazi episodes, for you new guys listening here, if you haven't gone back, we have 2 episodes, the occult and their technology and secret bases. You can go back and listen to them to get more information on it. They have a bunch of crazy shit, right? The Die Glocke. I mean, they could be testing it out. So if the Germans were this advanced in either alien tech or, their own technological advances, reverse engineering alien tech, could they have been trying it down there? Kind of just out of the way, knowing that a lot of U.S. vessels and shit sail through there, but like just out of the way enough, not close to like Washington, D.C. and New York, in an area over there that's not as well maybe observed, just to try it out and see if they can do these things.
Yeah, but why would they do it so close to us?
They wanted our shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
They wanted all that ore from the USS Cyclops.
They wanted all the ore. There you go.
Because it makes steel, right? And that was in 1918. That was World War One. Just after, I guess, right?
Mm.
So like, make the steel, get that Third Reich started. How do you think they built all those Tiger tanks?
Shit. They were,
you know what I mean?
They're stealing ore.
All the Panzers and King Tigers and freaking leopards. They had to take the ore somewhere, along with the whale fat, right? For their butter, and margarine. Yeah. So it's a possibility, right? It could be German. I like to blame the Germans a lot for things too, right? Or those era Germans for a lot of things.
They're so blamable.
Because they're so bad, right? So like it's just easily to blame them. You blame them, they're bad, and just blame everything on them.
Yeah.
So maybe it was them.
They said recently that someone was like, "Oh, I figured out Bermuda Triangle. It's freak waves. That's all it is."
That's it. I did hear that rogue waves were a thing there. They were quicker, more. That's what that Larry guy was talking about too. Rogue waves. Yeah, but I think it's bullshit.
But like, how high is it if they're taking out planes? Show your logic, Larry.
They don't. Yeah, I mean the rogue waves only account for the ships, right?
Yeah. What's happening with the planes?
The plane was falling. I mean, Taylor's planes were flying low, and that was 2,000 feet. You tell me there's a 2,000-foot wave? I think we would know that. I think Florida would find out about a 2,000-foot wave.
Well, here's what I think about Taylor. I think he was hammered, rightfully so, and then he crashed into another plane, which then crashed into the next one, and then the next one, and then they all went down. That's what happened with Taylor.
Yeah, but where's the wreckages?
Oh, that's just gone. It was deep,
It was deep. Yeah, you're right. Just like fucking Larry said, it's just deep. No, these things were taken away. They were abducted. If we're going to stick to the Bermuda Triangle thing, they were abducted. Because the other 5 were not related, right? It was a different incident with 5 torpedo bombers, apparently. Nothing to do with these 5. Numbers were different. So, if that's the case, the other 5 are vanished off the face of the earth. They were taken.
It's probably just the Navy that sunk them. Like, they found the wreckage and sunk them, and they didn't want to, face the fact that they let a drunk asshole lead the whole thing. They're like, well, we're going to have to do a lot of paperwork on this. Just fucking kick him in the water. But I'm still alive. Gunshot, and gone.
So we're debunking the Bermuda Triangle here.
I think we are. I think it was just one drunken idiot and a series of unfortunate events.
So 14 ships, or 14 vanishes without a trace, ships and aircraft. We've both flown through the Bermuda Triangle.
Yes.
Never had any issues. So you're saying that maybe the Bermuda Triangle, for that span of time, there's nothing there, right? We can go throw out the glitch in the simulation. We'll throw out the alien base, which there is one down there, but it has nothing to do with the Bermuda Triangle incidences. Throw that out. Throw the Germans out from being over because they're so far away. Why do it there? We'll throw them all out. We'll go with the fact that maybe there's some people in the Navy and Coast Guard during that time period that when shit got fucked up, they would just dump it in the Bermuda Triangle. Like, oh, yep, another incident out there, guys. Yeah. It's just deep, so whatever happens, happens.
It's spooky, so no one would question or go near it to check it out for themselves.
Yeah, and the shit would sink to the bottom because of how deep it is, and that's how they got rid of their fucking the planes, the ships, the stupidity, the drunk people. They just all blamed it on this Bermuda Triangle, and those guys are no longer a part of the Navy and Coast Guard. Now all of a sudden, nothing happens down there.
There was a lot of drunk people in most of these stories. That captain with his pajamas, he was not sober.
No. You think I'm crazy? I'll shoot you with my revolver. He carries a walking stick, fucking pajamas. Dude, this is a ship. This is a military ship. How are you getting away with being in pajamas?
How are you getting away with just shooting people? There's got to be some kind of discharge for that. Is there no, 1980? But still, is there no one you could go to and be like, hey, this guy, I know he's in charge, but he's like threatening to shoot people and I don't feel safe.
He's not mentally stable.
Clearly. He's in his pajamas. He's 42 years old in a onesie, for Christ's sake. Do something. He's gonna steer the ship. All right, well.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess they heard it here first. I mean, we are a conspiracy podcast, right? Mm-hmm. We like to look at conspiracies, but just like Flat Earth, I'm guessing we're going with the Bermuda Triangle actually isn't a deadly place any different than anywhere else. It was a cover-up.
Yeah, for drunk drivers.
Even though in the beginning of the episode I clearly stated that for some reason there's way more vanishing going on here than anywhere else, statistically. I guess we're coming full circle and saying that no, it was just actually a couple guys in the Navy and Coast Guard that were trying to cover stuff up by having everything vanish in this area because that's where they were stationed out of. Fort Lauderdale. Just
the military's dumping ground, and then they came up with all the stories about Flight 19, like, oh, well, he said this and they did that, and you weren't there, were you?
He didn't trust his compasses, both of them, and everyone else.
Yeah. All of the planes were defective. Sure.
Every single one.
Nonsense.
It doesn't make any sense.
No. Not on the sled.
That's why this episode is turned into, that story is turned into probably a whole episode on its own, which I said again, guys, we're going to bring to you probably some point in the future because I have some other theories on that Flight 19, non-Bermuda Triangle related.
Oh, boy.
I was looking at it not too long ago. I was like, yeah, this is... I got some stuff here. Same thing with the USS Cyclops. The guy was a German. Where'd he come? Right after the war, he comes over. It's odd, right?
Why would they let him steer the ship? Wouldn't they have mixed feelings about him at this point?
I would think. Although, I mean, come on. We right after World War II, we brought him over and they started Nassau. So, I mean, NASA started right after with German rocket scientists. I guess we didn't care.
Yeah, but even that was back when, like, racism and bigotry was, like, the hip new thing. So I don't think they're going to let him be captain of a ship after all the atrocities that they just witnessed.
Yeah, but I guess, well, World War One wasn't as bad for the Germans, I guess. It was bad, right? But World War Two brought a whole new meaning to the word bad for the Germans, right? Because like World War One was just, oh, we're gonna take over some land and kill you and try to put gas, mustard gas, and chemicals and everything. But we're just fighting in small areas and trenches, right? They didn't really push into France. They didn't end up doing war crimes against humanity in certain ways. World War Two, right, in the 40s, that turned into like complete war crimes against humanity, right? Like, I'm guessing Hitler did some bad things, right?
Well,
To
not just his artwork.
and it wasn't just his artwork that was bad, you're right. Like, so you would think like they would have been like, well, these Germans, we don't really want them over here. But no, we just took them and started NASA, and they got us, their Saturn V rockets got us to the moon.
Yeah, let's let him captain a ship. Oh, he's in his pajamas shooting people? That's okay. He's got a sweet hat.
So what do you think it is? You think the Bermuda Triangle is a thing?
No, I think it's a dumping ground for drunk idiots.
Okay, yeah, I think so too now. After I've thought about it, the whole thing with the Bermuda Triangle, there must have been some kind of, like I was saying, military leadership at Fort Lauderdale and stuff that just used it as an excuse. Yeah, some deep water here. Yeah. We don't want this, we don't want that. Shit sinks. It just disappears.
Yeah, did we just debunk the Bermuda Triangle? Something some people have been trying to do for 100 years? We did it in an hour?
It's debunked because it's nonsense. And then they find the 5 fucking planes and say it's not the planes. That's just lazy. They didn't want to do that.
Yeah, it's very easy for them to just change the numbers so that people don't look into it further. Anyway. So what episode is this?
This is episode 49.
Episode 49, next one. I think we're good. I don't think we need to get to 50. Say we call it.
We're done.
We just don't even get to 50. Fuck it.
I mean, we get new followers every day. Hi guys.
Hi. How do you feel about the Bermuda Triangle? Let us know in the comments.
Is it real? Is it not real? Is it a place to stow for drunk people to dispose of their things, planes and ships?
Well, it's very deep, you see, so no one's going to find it. Thanks, Larry. Thanks for your hot take, fucking Larry.
I'm so tired and stuff. I feel like I'm drunk right now.
Well, do you want to go for a fly? We'll go fly around the Bermuda Triangle. We'll be all right. We don't need a compass.
Yeah, you guys, just nothing's going on down there for real. The Bermuda Triangle is nonsense. It does have some extras, but like we mentioned, we already figured it out, right? So it's over. You have no other stories for the Bermuda Triangle?
Not at the moment. We could always revisit it, but I feel like what was his name, Taylor? He would have been okay had he, instead of a dirty cup of coffee in a paper cup, he could have had a swift glass of Ovaltine. That would have chipped him right up.
So that's the problem with Taylor. When he started getting all flustered and lost and didn't know where he was or whatever, he should have had a crisp, clean, cool glass of Ovaltine up in the bomber, right? He was only at 2,000 feet. He could have took that freaking mask off and took a nice cup, drank it, glass of it. He would have sharpened his decision making. All his senses would have been sharpened. He would have landed that. He would have brought them right back to where they needed to be. Yeah.
Would have been good as new. It would have been alive still today. Probably not, but
maybe not today.
Well,
no, probably not.
His kids.
He'd be old. His kids.
Yeah.
Probably had. I don't know. Maybe he had kids. Maybe he didn't. I'd have to check into that.
Just retelling stories about drunk their father would get at dinner. I flew across the Bermuda Triangle. All right.
All right, Grandpa. Yeah. So, all right, Boomer. Actually, he wasn't a boomer, I guess. Boomers weren't born to the 40s. Well, there goes that. Yeah, I think it's 40s and 50s. But yeah. So this is episode 49. For episode 50, Josh, you wanted to do like a season finale overview of our favorite episodes
Our
for the
favorite
year.
topics so far. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, next week or next time we get to record in episode 50, we'll do a nice overview for you guys for the new all you new listeners out there that haven't gone back far enough. We can discuss other episodes that it could be cool for you guys to go back and listen to. And then once we get through episode 50, 51 would be, I think, and we're going to start season 2. We'll get a new little intro in there for you guys, and probably more stuff coming out. Trying to get, I mean, we have a lot going on, but we're trying to expand our horizons here. The podcast will always be our number one, right, Josh?
Yeah.
A little baby, but we're trying to get some more content onto you guys, and then something else in the works that I think you guys might like.
Yes. Several things. Several eggs in different baskets. I don't know the saying. I'm so tired.
And I mean, we have the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel has really been on the back burner, hasn't it? Like, I don't even think all the episodes are on our YouTube channel because, quite literally, or to be quite frank, people only listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, really. That's our biggest audience, is the YouTube channel. I understand, too, because you don't really go on YouTube to listen to audio, right?
No, I listen to old podcasts that aren't going to be on Spotify now. But, no, I mean, I have some plans for the YouTube channel that I intend to work on. A few different ideas I'm playing with. And then, we're going to try and have more guests on the show. That's another thing.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get more guests. We got December 30th. We have Flat Earth Dave coming on.
Yeah.
That'll be a good episode. I'd love to be able to talk to him. There's a lot of things I do. Like he ran the podcast Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole, so he had a great podcast on that, and I think we'll have a great conversation. Even though he's flat Earth, we're globe, obviously, because globe it is a globe, but I think we'll have a fun time with that, and then we'll try to get other. I've been in talks with a lot of other people about getting some other guests on the show to broaden our talking points and our horizons, just to give you guys more content, and you don't have to listen to our voices every freaking day. You can listen to a third person on here too while we talk to them.
Although you're welcome. No, I think we'll also. I know we talked about it in the past. We could try to get the wives on for one episode.
Yeah.
So people could meet the ones who put up with our nonsense on a daily basis.
Yeah. We could try to get that episode up too, as well. I think I got to get another mic.
Same.
Yeah. Or at least, maybe even, it'd have to be for me anyway, because I use a Blue Yeti. It's not a, what the hell's the mic? It's, I forgot the name of the mic, like the two different type of mics, like a dynamic and whatever. It's not sound canceling. You know what I mean? It picks up everything, really. I mean, it has got good sound quality itself, but it's not I forgot the condenser or whatever the fuck they call it. But you use a Yeti too, right? Or a Blue, I mean. And I think there's good sounding mics. It's just that we don't have the sound canceling. So if they're in the same room, we're going to have some echo. So I'm going to have I have another mic set up. But maybe I'll just have her, be on my laptop or something.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
And then,
we'll play around with it a little. But yeah, so we have some plans for season 2. And, appreciate you guys sticking with us.
Exactly. Which is why we do it, for you guys.
Yeah.
And like I said, all you, the new listeners, the new followers we've had on, Apple's thing is weird to me. I still can't see how many followers we have on Apple. It just gives me a big question mark. I don't know why, but it's so bad. Like, there's no app for it. It's just a website, and then the website looks, I don't know, whatever. Spotify is nice, but the new followers, the new listeners, if you're listening and haven't followed yet, please give us a follow. If you're following and listening but haven't rated us yet, please rate us. helps with the algorithm. Anyone, another thing I can ask, topics. If any of our listeners have a certain topic or something to look in that you want our opinion on and what it could be or couldn't be, let us know. You can comment on Spotify. You can send me a message on X, Instagram. We have a Facebook. That's where I fight the flat earthers on Facebook. You can follow us over there. You have a guest also, maybe a guest in mind that you guys would like to see. I'll send me the guest you want, and I can see if I can reach out to them and see what they say. And we can go from there. We'll just keep growing together, and it'll be fun.
Yeah, and we've been toying with the idea of merch and stuff like that. If you guys would be interested, let us know. Also, if you live far away and you have cryptids that you think we haven't heard of, tell us. I'll look into it. I'll fight the shit out of them.
He'll fly out there and kill them.
Yeah, I got a passport.
So yeah, guys, just let us know anything you guys want. Just let us know. We love listening to you guys' opinions and stuff, and what you guys want to make the show better or whatever. So again, yeah, let us know. Next week will be our 50th episode. We'll go over for the all you new listeners, and we'll see you then.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Later.